during challenging times or during a down cycle is a great time to improve, to work on yourself and your sales process. So click on the link below in a minute to learn the habits of the most successful salespeople who don't just survive during challenging times, but they create some personal bests. And how do they do that during difficult times? Here's a sneak preview of habit number 2 of the 8. Never leave a meeting or conversation without knowing what'll happen next. For sales managers, embrace, state, reinforce this simple principle with your team. And for individuals, embrace, state, execute this simple principle for yourself. This fundamental best practice all on its own has seen countless successes through almost every imaginable economic downturn. For example, it's simple. Someone asks you or one of your salespeople to fill out and submit an RFP. Does that salesperson immediately obey, jump through that hoop, or do they ask a couple questions like, well, I'll be glad to. What will happen next? In other words, is there some clear future, and how would we handle that? And what's the commitment to a follow-up, let's say, or a call to discuss and refine your drafts language or whatever, evaluate, what the contact needs next. So if there's no clear future, I wonder, what are we doing? And should we put in the work? So your job as a team leader or as a professional salesperson is to establish this simple operating principle of how we do business here and help people learn to follow it. You have that right. It's okay to ask. Your job's to prospect, follow a sales process, conduct all the relationships with potential buyers under this kind of standard, sort of an equal stature. So if you both do your job, what's going on in the national or global economy on any given day may be kind of interesting, but it probably won't determine whether your team produces and sustains revenue. So something to think about. We've seen these 8 habits consistently work and help performers fall into a special category. So implement all 8, and they'll see you through industry shakeouts, a spike in inflation, a recession, higher interest rates, and maybe even a global pandemic or any other challenge that might appear on your horizon. And don't forget, click on the link below and request the 8 habits, all 8.